Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Z. I'm a tattoo artist, an illustrator, and also someone who just loves home decor. But if you've seen the title of today's video, then you know that today we're talking about art. And something that I've been working on is one, getting over the fear of my own creative practice, because I've talked about it before, but I often feel like I'm just so afraid of being bad at something that I think that I'm good at. And two, I just want to build a little bit more of a regular relationship with my drawing, because I feel like I have these periods of time where I feel really inspired and I'll have like short bursts of energy to do art, and then I end up with a bunch of projects that are unfinished. I just want to have a little bit more consistency and devotion to my art. Something that I've seen a lot of people do is these 30-day art challenges. And honestly, that kind of feels like a marathon to me. I just simply don't know if I have the time to commit to doing art every single day. If I do a 30-day challenge, I might just be setting myself up for disappointment. I might not even finish this video. I actually saw this Subway Takes the other day.
What's your take?
Marathons are overrated. And then someone would be like, well, I'm only running the 5K. And they talk about it with shame.
I think a 5K is a massive accomplishment.
I agree.
But you're saying that all runs are created equal.
Yes.
And that they're all awesome.
5K is awesome. 10K is awesome. If you're out there running, that's a huge accomplishment.
Taking inspiration from what that person said, I'm going to be doing art every single day for a week. I don't think I can actually commit to making an art piece every single day, start to finish. I just really want to celebrate picking up my pencil and being creative. I feel like starting is always the hardest, so even just doing a tiny little doodle or sketch or working on a project that's already existing, I'm gonna be super satisfied. There are a couple targets that I want to hit this week though. One, starting and finishing one project. I want to work on a couple projects that I've already started. Three, I want to challenge myself to get out there and draw at least one time outside, because the world is full of inspiration and magic. And number four, I want to learn something new this week. So whether that's a new technique or a new skill altogether, I don't really mind. I just want to learn something new. Thankfully, I actually have a figure drawing class that I'm meant to go to today.
You relax into it. Yeah.
Let me show you some of the things that I'm currently working on. I kind of have this problem of starting things and not finishing them. So this one I actually started like a hot minute ago. I think it's probably been even a couple months now. It's definitely the biggest piece that I'm working on. It's kind of what started me back into graphite. I recently started something about a week ago, and it is this drawing of me and Puffin, and I'm actually thinking about incorporating some color into this piece. Something I'm definitely afraid of with color is that it might screw up the background and I'll have drawn it for nothing, but maybe Skillshare will help me learn a new skill in finishing this piece. I truly believe that you do not need to go to art university in order to become an artist. A lot of people don't know this about me, but before I was a tattoo artist, I actually taught myself graphic design, Illustrator, and Photoshop through Skillshare. It really kickstarted my creative career. So when Skillshare reached out to sponsor this video, I got super excited because it's something that I really believe in. If you don't already know, Skillshare has creative classes taught by amazing, world-class creatives like professional illustrators, graphic designers, and even successful entrepreneurs. So the platform is designed for you to build creativity in your life and be taught by world-class, super talented, and knowledgeable creatives. They have a super cool range of classes. I even watched one that was like how to vlog better on YouTube, because that's something that I want to improve as well. I wanted to see if I could learn anything new about graphite and colored pencil, which are skills that I felt like I mastered back in high school, but there's always new things to learn. So I took the dynamic sketching with graphite class and Chris Hong's advanced colored pencil class, and wow, there was just so much new information in there because I feel like I got used to doing things my way, but there's a wealth of knowledge of the way that other professionals do their art. I'm excited to use those for my new project. If you want to gift you or someone you love the gift of learning, the first 500 people who use my link in the description or scan the QR code will receive a 1-month trial of Skillshare. I can't wait for you to have access to all these amazing classes so that you can learn new things this coming year as well. It is the evening of day number 2. I honestly woke up this morning with super low energy and I low-key was like, am I even gonna draw today? But I am. I was watching some Skillshare videos earlier today about colored pencil layering, which I thought were really interesting. There were some techniques with doing really light layers of darker colors and then using a lighter colored pencil to go on top. I am a little bit nervous about how it's going to turn out, but I'm also very excited.
Almost like the normal state, and only the ones who can see how you approach strategy.
Let me give you an update on this piece. I'm doing pretty well on the color. There are probably only a couple more spots left for color. I really like this purple fan. My favorite actually is this little angel at the top and she's walking a puffin. Yeah, super cute. Definitely gonna complete that task for the week. All right, so I know I said that I wanted to start and finish a project this week. I am kind of running low on time. It's already Wednesday evening, but I still want to see how much I can get done. Essentially, there's something that I need to finish, and it is our wedding save the dates. I don't know if I'll even have the engagement video up before I post this one, but I'm editing it. It's a work in progress, but we are engaged, and I have been kind of slacking on making the save the dates. We know the day, we know everything, and so I thought it would be fun to illustrate a little piece and then probably edit it on the computer and add like all the details on top of it because girl does not do calligraphy. I made 2 sketches. I want this piece to be fairly small, easy to finish, so let's try to get these save the dates done. I ended up changing the design a little bit because I wanted to showcase a little bit more of our journey together as a couple. So I decided to do this little spiral tunnel shape, and I'm adding these little images that symbolize a lot of the big moments in our relationship. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I actually managed to finish it pretty quickly, and I love all the values. I think it tells our story perfectly. Okay, so I actually took a color tattoo class recently. I guess more specifically, color tattoos with a Magnum shader. So if you're a tattoo artist, you'll know what that means. But essentially, instead of a needle point, like a pen, it'll be like multiple needles stacked on top of each other, and they'll look like a highlighter, almost like a rectangular highlighter. I have a couple of these practices. So there's a little grape, a little melon, and an orchid that I did, which is an illustration that I've done before, and I wanted to turn it into a tattoo piece. For my final day in class, I also did this one, and I think it's super cute. It's actually from a illustration that I did for Dragon Year a couple years ago now. Let me quickly grab it if I have it. It looks like this. I know there may be a little bit of glare, but it's this middle bit of the illustration, and I did this one in color pencil. Today, for my little art practice, is to draw some color flash so that I can offer it for my clients in the future. I feel like I'm so used to doing everything in black line work already, but when I look at this illustration, I see myself using a lot of colored lines in order to carve out the shapes. For example, you can see with these little girls' footsies, they're like lined with a red tannish color, and yeah, I really like that. So I'm gonna try to do that more because my normal tattoo stuff I'll put here, but it's all normally lined in black. So there's nothing quite like spontaneously thinking about doing a tattoo on yourself. I get asked all the time if I often tattoo myself, and that's a hard no. And I only really ever do it when I want to try and attempt a new skill, and I don't want to do that on clients first. I'd rather practice on myself. And I think I might just do a continuation of this piece that I did over here, the blue fish one, and like build it out to be like a larger scene. I was kind of like thinking about which animals I wanted to do, and I think I might go for a tiger. I don't really have any reason for that, but I like them. I like drawing them, and they have like a good amount of shading in them. A couple months ago, I got an art studio, and admittedly, I've not been going as much as I wished, but it's just because it's gotten really cold in there. Today was one of the last days where it was kind of warm before the winter really set in, and so I painted this thing that just came out of my head, which was a jar with a little bunny lid and a cabbage on the base. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it was really just a practice of physically getting out of my house to paint in my studio and just putting paintbrush to canvas without any real thoughts. And yeah, I'm really happy. It was a great practice for that. If you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to do like a little closing out kind of thoughts on the 7 days. I feel like you could kind of tell throughout the video that towards the end, I definitely lost like a lot of energy. I realized that it's a lot to maintain that level of creative energy through your mind, physically. The main benefit I feel from this experience is mostly mental. I feel like my creativity is just flowing out a lot easier. But on the flip side, I think my physical energy is being a little drained by just this constant kind of like push to do my best, because I do feel like I still hold on to this pressure to do my best whenever I do something creative, because it's what I think that I do best. Yeah, let me know if you have ever tried a 7-day challenge and what you thought of it. I'm going to be making a video about the tattoo day, which was like a full day session of tattooing myself. I can give you a little sneak peek, which is right here, but yeah, look out for that, and I will see you next time. Bye!